Neat. Get started.
Alright, it's currently 9:06 p.m. This is the next session of Ashen. I forgot what session this was. I'm not gonna remember. Anyways, last we had left off, the group had come to their senses in the city of the capital of Light. When the group had, previously the session before, had stumbled across the entrance to the second blackbird's nest that they would have come across. This blackbird's nest is much larger than the first one they had encountered, being the entire underbelly of the current capital. The person they're searching for, Mr. Niren, doesn't seem to be well known or established in the area, or at least not exactly like a name you just pass around. But after speaking with a tainted woman that was serving you guys in the bar, you ended up discovering that there was somebody who could get you there, a woman named Naomi, to which you had met the woman. A very strange woman indeed. Somebody who is scarred on the face from their encounter in White Gulch after standing up for their friend who was tainted and ultimately being thrown in for it. Before discovering that she was a part of a group called Knox Haven, a group that is 5 people that all have seemingly either been in White Gulch and gotten out, or broken out. 2 of them being the people that have broken out of White Gulch. You of course know of Niren, one of them who broke out of White Gulch's enclosure, while the other 3 seem to have just gotten out on good behavior. The second one that you'd been told of, you have yet to really be introduced to, nor know any information about. But as far as you're aware, you will be seeked out in order to speak with Niren as well as the other people that are part of this group. After this point, during the point where you guys are traveling within your funny little underbelly, Shuma seemed to have stumbled across, Shuma as well as Jake, seemed to stumble across Mr. Wolf, the coworker of Miss Yanetta, your essential, boss. It seems he was in the search of, somewhere to put your new shop. And after finding that you guys seem to be on the exact opposite side of the continent that he was supposed to have sent you to, he approached you all, very angry, nearly decided to fistfight Ripley, but decided against it, despite the fact that he really wanted to. And the group had split off. Jake staying with Ripley and Lonnie, and I believe Mr. Timberpelt. And the others, Ash and Shuma, deciding to accompany Wolf as he decides he's going to talk to Yanetta himself. So, where we're coming back to, which group wants to go first? Do we want the group staying behind with Jake to go first, or the group going with Wolf to go first?
Going with
Oh,
first.
yeah. I'll let the people with Wolf go first because I'm curious.
Yep.
You're always curious.
You really are.
I'm not playing Dama this time.
Okay, great.
Alright. Sorry, let me take a bite of this salad. I'm very
Agent.
hungry.
Let us partake.
Haha.
Shut up. I'm
Funny
sick of your
joke.
shit.
I have
I'm
a
back.
crouton of jokes left.
I have to go help out with dinner real quick. I'm back.
Hello back.
You know, this is really dressing up to be quite a disaster.
Yeah.
I'm Italian to it.
Ignoring that awful pun because you should be ashamed.
That's okay. I don't regret it.
It's like you're stretching out.
What the fuck? Stop. For your own safety at this point.
Oil right. I just figured I'd pepper on some more. We're going tomato to toe to on this one.
Stop, please. I'm
Okay.
holding on to like little to no fucking like sanity left afterward.
Okay.
And you're like teetering on the edge right now for me.
Okay.
Give me a minute to breathe.
Okay.
Please. I have been on a call with you for 5 minutes. It's 9:11.
Wow. Way to bring that up.
Yes, it is 9.
I don't know what they're talking about. It's 6:12 where I'm at.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you dirty bastard.
It's a 611, man. What's up?
I wish I was in Washington. Okay, so. Alright, ladies. Okay. So, Ash and Shuma. It's a very stern and quiet walk with Wolf. He's not gonna talk. From what you can tell, he's very caught up in his own head as he's walking. He's more or less just determined to see Yunetta. He seems confused, angry, pissed off, just a whole mix of different emotions just clattered into one. It's just racking around in his brain as he's just like, the only thought you can imagine going through his head is just like, why the fuck did we hire these people? And so he's just walking along. He's not taking the time to speak to you as you guys seem to be heading towards the exit of the Blackbird's nest. And he's not taking the time to see if you're even behind him or catching up. That man is just on a mission to walk.
Then I guess I'll just like hang back with like Shuma, I guess. Like just still keeping him in sight, but like as we're heading to the inn. It's just like I don't think this is gonna go well.
I think it will be fine. I trust that this man is more than how we are living. He's not some sort of bastard. He's a stern. He's a man who has a goal. And
To me, he seems like a
sadly-
piece of shit.
No, why is that?
I don't know. He just seems like a lot of the person who like walks over other people, doesn't really care about their emotions, or really has a lot of empathy for others. Just the vibe that I got.
I want to say he's not a bad man. I have this strange feeling that he's good. He's so stunned. If we give it time, we could see that he's more than just a prick. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's actually a good man. He's just cold.
Needs some
He takes
polishing.
note of. Yes, he's rough, like coal, but can be smoothed over time.
Get rough
Just
around the
right
edges,
now-
I guess.
Yes. Best we can do is just follow his orders.
Okay.
He's our boss's boss, therefore he's our boss. That's just how it works. At least that's how my knowledge of occupations to this degree is. I don't know if that's the right wording.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know little of occupations and jobs. This has actually been my first job, besides being part of my home.
Yeah.
This is just a lot. It's a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
That's
if these.
understandable. But he also needs to understand that Yunetta did not give us a deadline for art doing the thing, so there's really no reason to be angry with us.
I suppose there was miscommunication. yes, he should not be angry with us, but should have told us about something so important that would get her boss this riled up, right?
Hmm.
I
That
feel
also
like
makes
this is
sense.
just a chain of misinformation and misunderstanding.
That is also true. We shall see when we go in there.
Probably at this point, about like 20 minutes has passed. You guys have made it out of uh, the nest. Instead of going like the exit that you were used to, he kind of goes on like a separate route that ends up coming out on like the way he exits. You notice it's like this weird staircase inside of an abandoned building, and as he exits out of it and opens the door and leaves out, he'll like he'll it almost seemed like he's about to just shut the door behind him, but he'll look back and realize you guys are still following and kind of begrudgingly hold the door open for you guys. Just like just trying to like at least be somewhat cordial. Obviously just not in a mood though, as he'll just leave it open for you guys before shutting it behind y'all. And this exit seems to be an abandoned library. As the one entrance that you came in had the library that was still being functional, this one's fully abandoned. As you can see, there's a bunch of bookshelves that have been fully raided of all of their tomes and artifacts that are dusted over with spider webs. And you can see like the front door is slightly ajar, slightly off its hinges as well. As he'll just walk out and exit that, and you guys will realize you're just kind of like in the midst of the city, but not in like an overcrowded area. So this is another entrance that you guys are now aware of. That's a little less, hey, we need you to do a little riddle for us. It's more of a, oh, this is an in and out.
Yeah.
um, but he'll end up walking towards the inn that she's staying at, which I don't remember what inn I told you she was staying at.
Stonecutter Inn.
Thank you. I love you. The Stonecutter Inn. I love it when people write stuff down because I'm never gonna remember. I just say things off the top of my head and hope I don't forget. But he'll lead you over there before approaching the front desk and just asking like, I'm looking for a Yanetta Raven. They'll open a book and like search through it. Oh yes, a Miss Raven. She is on the second floor, fifth room. So 25B, and he'll just like write down a little piece of parchment and hand it to him, and he'll just look at it and then just start walking up the stairs. And after-
Ow!
Okay, cool. Oh, hey!
Damn. You good?
Yeah, Cleo jumped on him.
And like clawed up my leg. It just felt like every claw she had went through my pants. I think something got stuck to her foot.
Okay.
Ow!
You didn't have to push her that hard.
I didn't mean to. It just really hurt. She put a hole in my pants. Really? She got stuck.
But he'll just kind of walk up, and I'm guessing you guys will follow.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
And he'll reach the room and knock on it, and you just hear like a 1 second, and then just a tussle at the door, and just be like, finally, I was waiting for you guys to. Oh, Wolf. Hey, what are you doing here? We have to talk about your group. And he'll just kind of look back at the two of you, just like, I'm guessing you want to come in, yeah?
Yes.
I think it'd be best.
I have to with him here with me. And so just kind of push forward, and she'll just kind of move back a little bit, and you can see she's got like a very loose black top on, with kind of a red undershirt that's up and covering her neck. That's just cute little like shorts on, and you can see she's like covered in freckles as you guys will walk in as well, and she's just kind of standing there really nervously. And as you walk over, she's like, "What the fuck did you do?"
What?
We are doing. We, we learned that he is your boss.
Yeah.
And he's looking for you. And apparently, he's informed us that you have not told us certain things that we must know.
Yeah, he said there was a deadline.
I told you there was a deadline.
Yeah, I figured that we remember the deadline. Okay, we
Yeah.
got to remember the deadline.
Yeah, the deadline was deadline I believe was like the 2nd or 4th of this month. Or maybe the 2nd or 4th of next month. It was one of those two. Okay.
So which was it? Was it the 2nd, the 4th of this month, or the 2nd of the 4th of next month?
He'll just kind of, as the door is shut behind you by Yanetta, he'll just put his little his briefcase on the table with a nice little thud, and he'll open it and sift through some paperwork for pulling out something and just reading it for a moment. What? This was given to you last month, around the beginning, middle area. It was a simple test, or at least quest in the Ulstrom. With the current travel where you were, it would have taken you about, and he'll pull out a map. I'm gonna really quickly map it out. It would have
Okay,
taken
but
you
the
about
deadline-
40 days or so.
40 days?
Just about.
And are we over that deadline?
No, but definitely if you don't go now, you're going to be over the deadline no matter what. The part. Okay.
Yeah, because
Being a.
I guess
I would like to. He's gonna sit down. I want to just take a moment to breathe and apologize. I was hasty. I am bad with words. And I find I am calmest in this kind of a setting. I knew that if I came to talk to Yanetta, I would have been fine. Nothing would have happened. This is a very strenuous deal on our end. I don't know if that's been explained to you. We have a deadline, her and I. But mine is more of a serious deadline. I have until by mid of next year to settle this shop and get constant revenue flowing from it. Part of me just got mad. Especially when that EONT was arguing with me. Face was very punchable. But I
we get
understand
that a
that's
lot.
also not. Yes. I also understand that's not the smartest of me. I'm trying. Yanetta's just gonna look at him like, yeah, this happens a lot more than you'd think.
Okay.
It's I understand what you've done with the foamy thing, and I appreciate you and your help. I would just like to see maybe a little bit more comfort with some of the promises that we have.
I think we can do that. We would have to discuss it more with the group, and we would probably need to get on our way. But Shuma,
I think this would be best. I would like this whole taking down the light business. We should prepare ourselves beforehand. I'd rather take the time to collect artifacts and do quests.
Wait.
And
What business?
we have been invited to assist in
yeah,
matters.
you know, with like, the whole entire
that-
getting, possibly assisting with getting Cleo out. Yeah, and like
maybe
assisting with Cleo. And, like Foamy also wants specific artifacts that she thinks that Odrin wants. Maybe, possibly. I think, well, at least that's the thing that I got from there. I don't know if that's actually true, but
He's gonna kind of look at Yanetta, and then Yanetta's gonna look at him and be like, "You know, we can't actually go back if we don't have Cleo, right? Can you just do me a favor and remind the short one that they're not going to arrest us, right? I have a feeling because I was spoken to by the same people that seem to have taken the ship captain. And they didn't seem particularly interested in us. I merely told them we were business people looking to settle in the nation, and they didn't seem bothered. But when it comes to Miss, what was her name, Cleopatra?
Cleopatra, yes.
Cleopatra. That seems to be more of a severe matter. I have no clue. But
Have you heard the saying from King Odrin that you born in the light, die in the light? It seems like they're very interested in keeping anyone here. And if we try to possibly go have a means of getting out, they're gonna keep us here in White Gulch.
he's just gonna kind of like rub his face. Why'd they send me here of all places? Okay. Alright.
Who are they?
The higher ups. My boss. That's as much as I'll divulge. But, if this is the case, if you are able to pursue these items for Miss Rao, if you're able to do that, and get her artifacts in return, and we're also able to get back the ship captain and do something to the king. I don't care if you kill him. As far as I'm concerned, have fun with it. If that is able to happen, then by all means. I can see about... I'm pretty sure I found a shop that would work for our needs for setting up our place. But if I need to, I'll just go on and I'll take care of the simple artifacts myself.
Yeah.
Either that or I'll hire some other people. I'm sure there's plenty of people out here that need some kind of support. Who knows nowadays?
Possibly.
That definitely seems that way.
May I speak with you for a moment? Yeah, just kind of like gesture towards Ash to like kind of step away, just in the
Okay.
corner of the room.
Okay. What?
So from what we're hearing, he is saying that he will take care of the artifacts, and we will be able to do this quest you and the others have obtained for us. This quest to stop the light.
Hmm.
So what was that?
I thought you said the minor artifacts.
Oh,
You
okay.
focus
So
on
not
like
all
ponies.
artifacts,
No.
just the minor. Okay.
Yeah. So we would be not be doing getting so like I think he just turns back to Wolf. So we wouldn't be getting the one that you requested from the desert, right?
That one's easy. It didn't seem like there was much going on with it. From what I remember, it was just an artifacts tome.
But you do
And
want us to get Foamies, right?
that one seems to be of a more serious matter and something I cannot take on myself.
Okay.
Because if you're saying she wants something that Odin wants or something Odin related, then that is something I think perhaps you should work toward.
Yeah. But the thing is, we're not really familiar with this type of work yet. So I don't understand if like maybe we should take on something a bit easier first.
Yeah. Here,
For a challenge.
he'll like he's sitting at this point. He has loosened his tie. He's so tired. He's gonna open his briefcase and just like lazily sift through it. Yeah. So you don't have to make that large of a trek, and I feel like this might benefit you some. He'll like he'll lick his thumb and like sift through the paperwork again, pull out something. There is okay, so sort of near where you need to go. It's at the bottom of this area of the map. It's near a mansion. I know another mansion you need to go to.
Okay.
But this one's not on the road. It's sort of off in the very bottom left.
Bottom left.
It's called the Evil Mansion. From what I heard, there's a recluse that lives there who seems to have knowledge of something about. I can't remember exactly what it was, but or at least not that I can't remember, but I can't exactly. They didn't really have an explanation for this kind of thing. It's something along the lines of something pertaining to a god.
Is there a
This
certain
one?
type of god or?
Yes, that one done that. He'll like
Yeah.
point at your map for you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'll look at that. I don't know what they mean by something pertaining to a god. They didn't specify what god. If it was the ones from Ashen or the ones that reside here, but it might be of interest since I know also in Cerulean Forest, leading through it, which you'll have to walk through. I want you to do me a favor. There's a wolf. I know, ironic. There's a wolf that I want you to look for. It's said to have a kind of a blue gem on his forehead.
Blue gem on forehead.
Like an actual
Like an actual big dire wolf size. It's no bigger.
and those two slaves?
Confirm its existence, and if you can take it down, kill it.
Okay.
I just want that gem in its head.
Okay. We could do this.
So technically, we don't have to kill it. We just have to get the gem out of its head.
Yeah. That's all I want.
Why the gym specifically?
It's said to be a powerful artifact.
What did we in a wolf's head?
From the story I heard about Cerulean Forest, there was a knight that wielded a shield that had this gem on it. And the gem was said to be of great power, to essentially make something nearly untouchable. And it was this knight went out into Cerulean Forest, went to fight the wolf, and the wolf headbutted his shield or something, and that's how the gem was placed in its head. It's sort of a child's, but there have been signs of a wolf going around that's large and has a blue gem on its head. So I'm asking you to go look for a mansion, but also pursue maybe a lullaby. As stupid as it sounds.
Yep. No, it's understandable. You gotta check out all your turn over all your stones.
Yeah.
Never hurts to do that.
But it also will give you a chance to maybe just stop by White Gulch. If not, assess everything that you can there. Since it is on the way.
That we can do. That seems very fair.
I wish I just took the time to talk to you in the first place. I'm bad at passing information. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long month.
Yeah,
It's been a long
we
life.
can tell.
You seem extremely tired.
We're both tired. I'm just looking at Netta. Netta's like, already just kind of sat on the bed, just kind of halfway asleep, just like, yeah. There's a lot to do.
We'll take care of it. If you
I
both
want
need
tea.
rest, we
I
will.
want tea.
I wouldn't mind tea. I like tea.
If either of you need any rest or any help relaxing, we can help as well.
Let's kind of look at
Coffee.
each other and laugh. Rest will come eventually,
We
but
do
our work is to be done.
tea. I have alcohol.
I will take the alcohol.
I have been known to give good back rubs.
Big thing as that is, I don't want you touching me like that.
Not you got Lonnie.
Lonnie?
That's not her name. Oh no! They're all becoming the same. But she's gonna look at their
Oh, dear.
original, the first boss that they had. God.
Netta's just
Yeah.
gonna look at you like, I appreciate it, but I'm okay.
Oh, okay. She's gonna look at Ash. With you?
I'm good with the back rub. I think we just need to get
Right, yeah.
Get
Because you're
everyone-
not stressed at all.
I don't know, maybe like a hand massage.
Do you have delicate hands? Have you hurt them recently?
Well, no, that's not that they're hurt, but like,
I can give you a pedicure. I know how to paint nails.
yeah, that would be great.
The second we have the time to do that, I will.
Yeah. Maybe when we're on the road. Do it when we're on the
Indeed.
road.
Ah,
Well-
yes, painting nails while in a moving vehicle.
Maybe the next before we head out to the road, like
Yeah.
tonight. tonight when we are going to rest.
Yeah. Okay. You gotta tell the others.
Indeed, they need no, wait, they don't need manicures. They need to know this information. Today's
Who
been a
knows? They
long,
might.
long
Well,
day.
yeah. Well, they also might need manicures as well. So.
I maybe.
Casey.
Go away.
She really wants to.
Make my nails pretty.
She does.
Alright.
Alright, let's get back to them.
Lonnie, Ripley.
Yeah.
And also Timberfell.
That's why I said his name. What are you up to?
Well, we'll be still in the bar waiting for like someone, or waiting for someone to get to them.
Alright.
Where the rest of us are at the end, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, the Ash and Shuma are at the end. You are
Right.
in the tavern.
Tavern. That's it.
We're basically in a underground, like, mind you, we're basically like in a underground like area, like basically a black market like area.
You guys are in the big blackbird's nest.
Mhm.
Lonnie,
Yeah.
Timbercoat, do y'all want to do anything?
I'm trying to think of something to have. Yeah, I can tell you Timber Pelt for now. And so far, coming to my mind is just have a eat something.
Actually, you know what?
From the tavern. Yeah.
Ripley's going to look at Timberfell and just say, "Hey, do you have anything to how he says help out with my self-esteem, or just all I can say is I'm kind of pissed off at the moment."
That depends. DM, how much of his stash would he have left at this point?
You haven't had the chance to restock after leaving Ashen. So, depending on how much you had, I'd say you probably have like 3 joints worth left.
To
Okay.
be fair, this is also the perfect place to restock.
Yeah, if you're able to find a seller, definitely.
Let's go find a drug dealer.
Sorry, drug dealer, Skitsy.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
not joking. Let's go find a drug dealer.
You do drugs? Skeet still drug.
You've proven yourself an unreliable source. Go away, child.
By whom? Whom says Skeet lie?
Instead of saying
Skeet no
shit.
lie. Skeet great. Skeet like. Skeet big and strong. Skeet gives you drug.
Hey, this edible saying shit.
Go on.
Skeet is shit.
Skeet along.
Ski.
Okay. Simple is after just. I guess all that went down while Timber Pelt's just standing there and just complete confusion what's going on. Just silently watching it until it all goes down. After that, he says, he'll say to Ripley, I got 3 things left to smoke. Other than that, local alcohol. I was gonna.
I mean, I have been drinking alcohol. I could probably go for another mead.
that all they have here is meat?
No, they have some other
They
stuff.
have more
That's what I've been
expensive
drinking.
More curious about the varieties. Alright. Well, do you wanna go... You wanna go to the tavern with me, or do you wanna...
I'm supposed to stay here since we were told we're waiting for someone. Oh, basically we told him to meet us here.
Wait, who are we meeting here?
Like a contact, right, Ali?
Yeah, you are going to eventually be found by a contact so that way you can meet Nox Haven. Essentially, Niran and the others.
Neat.
You know, I think I got an idea for something. He's gonna Tibel's gonna go get Ripley's attention. Alright, it's short. I'm just gonna keep it short. Gonna give you one of my joints. You're gonna smoke one. You're gonna go into a room, smoke it by yourself, and smoke the whole thing by yourself. And then
Alright.
come back to me or get a hold, cause I'm gonna get something to eat.
I'll do it once I'm done with the whole contact and the whole contact.
Once we're done making contact, you're gonna make contact with the drugs.
Drugs? Somebody say drugs?
Oh shit, a rat.
It's a drug. It's good drug,
For what?
promise.
For rat.
So,
I'm gonna use minor illusion to produce on the other side of the tavern that we're in. Hey Skeet, I want drugs.
Skeet, bring drag if you run towards it.
what run? Okay, so what is it that So what is Skeet? I was away.
Anthropomorphic rat.
Skeet's a little skinny rat man, and he sell drug.
He's a
Oh,
drug
okay.
dealer with a fake daughter.
He pay child support. I pay 3 child support. I have 3 daughters. Daughter 1, daughter 2, daughter 3.
Basically, whenever Skeet decides to come to our table, there's gonna be somewhere different in the tavern that Skeet gets called to.
Yeah.
Skeet always bring drug, even if Skeet no lie.
Yeah, basically, he's a. Yeah, basically, if you just mention drugs or his name, he will appear.
He's like Beetlejuice, but better.
Oh, whoa, now hold on.
At least he won't kill you. It's true. Anyway, back to Skeet. Alright. So,
I believe effectively we're waiting for contact to arrive.
yes, you are waiting for and Mr. Toblerone, you want food.
Yes. Just
Alright.
order a menu for the tavern.
They have a simple array of things. Poached eggs, crepes. I'd have to pull back up their menu. Okay. So you'll just kind of just be reapproached by the tainted woman that ordered for the grape before. It's this very pretty lady with like no eyes and just a mouth up front, but she has eyes all across her neck and like all across parts of her body and her hands. Okay, so we have fungus. This is just mushrooms and broth. We have cormorant. which is pork in a sauce, toasties, which is sort of like how do I explain? It's just bread that's toasted. There's like some mix on it with like red wine and honey, a little bit of ginger. There's pain raugan, which is like like candy, essentially, with poached eggs. You know what that is. Verde soise, which is like it's sort of like it's more of a side, if anything. It's like a salsa. Crepes, naturally. Compost, which is just like vegetables left over that we like steam and stuff and simmer. Pain fondue, which is bread that's fried and kind of soaked in syrup and some like honey and raisins and whatnot. And then almond milk rice, which is literally just almond milk rice, like you can imagine.
What was the pork option?
The cormorant. It's just pork and then in like rich sauce. The sauce is like red wine, pepper, garlic, some other things. We roast the pork.
How much is that one?
Okay. That would be a gold piece. It's a decently sized platter.
Okay. And then, what are my drink options?
For a drink, we have wine, simple reds, dry or white. We have a special port in right now, which is I believe it's a spiced kind of rum. We have mead, naturally grog, whatever comes to you, really.
Oh, how much is that dried pork, or that pork you brought up?
The dry red?
No, what was it? Pork or rum?
Oh, the spiced port. That one for the whole bottle is about 10 gold, but just for a glass is 1 gold. They're expensive.
I'll take a glass.
All right. So a glass of the port and the komari.
Correct, yes.
All right, that's 2 gold.
Alright. Under the 2 gold.
Alrighty. And anything else for you, miss? She'll hit you, Ripley.
Just one more mead. I think I'll be good.
Alright. This one's on me, Shug. And all the eyes will wink at you. Like half of her body will wink.
I need to get used to that.
Trust me, no one ever does. She'll take your order and she'll walk away.
Alright.
It's like, I know the child just wants water and a poached egg, so.
Don't give them apples.
We don't sell apples. They're rare.
Good. Good. Last time I had
Everyone
an
getting
apple.
flashbacks to where, to when fucking Lonnie got an apple from a kind stranger and she broke it open with both her hands and screamed.
They're rare here. Hey, random small person, how about an apple?
Enjoy an apple. This is a gift, a rare gift. Child breaks it in half and screams like a fucking gremlin.
I feel like all children do.
I didn't throw the parts on the ground. They were still consumed.
Like if like somehow like a guardsman from like the light manages to like get caught down there and dies, the children will just like play with his corpse, like
Oh yeah, I would.
kicking his helmet around.
His head would still be in his helmet.
Wasn't like the apple like fermented?
No,
Oh. Someone
it
mentioned.
was a good apple. Cleo,
Yum. My apple, my apple.
apple.
Gatita. La gatita.
Good.
Meals.
Cleo, stop sniffing the feather. Leave the feather alone. She's fucking with my feather, Casey.
Hey! Stop chewing on that feather, you fuck.
It's a pretty feather pen. Leave it alone. All right. So after about like 10 minutes, your orders would come out. Ripley, you'd get a nice pint of mead. Lonnie, you would just get a free glass of water. And Mr. Timberpelt, you would get a very fancy little glass of this port spiced rum, and then placed in front of you, like set up pretty nicely. Like despite like this really awful looking brass kind of plate, and the really unsettling way the pork is like set out, and the glaze that looks a little too much like blood. Like you take a bite and it's like so fucking good.
Damn, this is some gourmet shit.
I hope it was pretty gourmet. It was a gold piece.
There's a lot of it too, so you'd get pretty full. It's really rich, the sauce, and you can taste all the lovely little spices that just exude just it's just so good.
Crashing.
Hey, all of you give me that are currently in the inn waiting on the group to come back. Give me a perception.
Ba-da-ba-ba-bam, ba-da-bam.
Oh no.
Ba-da-bam. 11.
If only you had advantage.
8.
20.
There we go. So, Timberpel, you're just so caught up by this pork. And Lonnie, you're not really... It's not like you miss it, but you're not really paying
Fucking
attention
pork.
either. But Ripley, you're first to notice that you kind of... Your eyes kind of catch it as you immediately look to your left. And this table that just had the three of you now has a fourth person. Just sitting.
Well, hello there, stranger.
They have kind of a full hood pulled over, but you can see the slight like muzzle, like a snout pushing through the shadow, as a very skinny, what looks like sort of the same realm as Timberpelt, but not as coyote-esque, more like a wolf-esque, sitting next to you on the at the table, just kind of with their hands clasped together. Very skinny, as they're just kind of like sat there for a moment, and then they look over you. I think you'll escort.
So you must be the contact that we've been told?
Yeah.
Alright. So we're supposed to follow you?
Yeah, but keep it inconspicuous.
Okay.
I'm going to.
I'll keep it short.
I'm going to leave first, and then you will just finish your things. And when you leave the inn, the tavern, just head to your left, and eventually you'll see me. And he's just gonna get up and leave.
Alright. She's going to get up. She's gonna look at Timberpelt and say, you can stay. You can stay and finish your meal if you want to.
What's happening? You're leaving?
I was able to talk to our supposed contact,
But didn't they want us to
but one of
finish
you can
what we're
stay
doing
if you want.
first?
I mean, I could go. I could go on ahead.
Okay, I'm going on ahead too.
Alright. Tim and Bud, you staying or you wanna come with? Well, I mean, I'll let you finish your food.
Did you want to get a
Uh,
coyote bag? Not a doggy bag, just a coyote bag.
no, he'll finish it up and then he'll meet up with y'all.
Okay,
I'm also being called, so I'll be right back.
okay.
Alright. She is going to get up and she's going to she's gonna look at the tavern lady, and she's gonna toss her 5 gold at her and basically wink back at her.
My, you better come back later. I may
I
only
sure hope
have
so.
one mouth, but I'll show you what it does.
Alright.
I'm back.
Alright, she's going to she's gonna nod and she's going to
Wait,
leave the
Ripley,
tavern.
why are your cheeks red?
Anyway,
A great night.
let's go.
Let's go then.
Vámonos.
Everybody, let's go. Come on, we
No.
can do it. If only we can do it. Magic
Where are we
Mountain!
going?
Oh,
Ow, my hands hurt.
Gotta hand it to
Clapped
you.
really hard. Okay.
Alright.
All
To
right.
the left.
You guys head out and head to your left, and after walking for about maybe a minute or so, um, eventually you do see the sight of like a cloaked figure halfway sticking out of an alleyway, kind of leaned up against the wall, just looking around a little bit, looking in your direction, and just like just the tiniest bit you can see just the slightest nod of the head.
We approach the slightest nod of a head.
Yep.
Alright, let's get going.
Right, sure on it.
So, as you guys like, you walk down into this dark, just unkempt alleyway. As the hooded figure keep their hood up, just like so. Why you want to talk to the Nox?
Basically we need information on how to get out from White Coach. Or way in and out.
No, getting in's the easy part, dude. Getting out's the harder.
That's why we need information.
So in other words, we need strong pull-out game is what we're talking about. Getting out of prison.
No, in other words, and he's gonna like lift up his arm as like he'll pull the sleeve down, and he'll show you that on his right arm, on the forearm of it, showing it to you, he has the symbol of the tainted on his arm. In other words, you're gonna need a strong will. They don't let you out easy.
What was your method of
See.
escape?
I got out on good behavior.
Well,
How long did
I'll
that
de-
take to accomplish?
5 years.
yeah, there's no way in hell I'll be waiting 5 years.
Is there anybody within your network that has escaped, not gotten out on purely good behavior?
Yeah, just Niran and the other one.
That's why we're gonna speak with Naren.
I know the other one's broken out more times than I think she remembers.
And then that's a so that's a kind of information that we definitely need
Correct.
from someone with that.
I
Are-
don't think she shouldn't be here today, though.
Are the each of the prison environments different in layout and
I don't know. I've
Okay.
only been to the one. Miriam went to a different one. I know Carolyn and Naomi went to the same one, but they didn't really get to meet each other. It was different times.
Yeah, hopefully there'll be a way there. Well, it is a wild thing, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll find a way to blow the whole place to the fucking ground.
If you do that, then by all means, I'll be a savior.
Do what I can.
Oh, sorry, I'm bad at this. My name's Angel. Now just pull the hood down. From what you can tell, he's just like a looks like a fox almost, but more wolfish.
Mm.
Big, huge fucking tail behind him too. Like probably the fluffiest tail you've ever seen.
Fluffy boy. Well, a
Yeah,
pleasure to meet you, Angel.
I thought it would be rude since I know all of your names that you didn't know mine.
It's
Where's
fine.
the
I don't know.
horse and the cat, the goat?
Well,
Also, didn't you have a fat cat with you?
oh yeah, Jake. Right now they are. Wait, where's Jake?
You don't know.
Did we left the cat behind?
He's just not there.
You
You don't even
behind
remember him
your
sitting at you at the
baby?
bar.
Motherfucker.
You left behind Jake.
Oh, that was my fault.
Upset and disappointed in
Uh,
the community.
God damn it.
How many
I'm an-
small sidekick characters have we just lost track of?
I see there was Furdo, King at one point. No, no,
So
Jake.
I guess he's just with Timberpelt.
Jake is somewhere.
Oh boy.
No, our baby.
I hope he's in the tavern. Well, hopefully the group will be able to get back to the tavern and hopefully meet him there. Shit. Now, damn, I feel like a piece of shit.
It's all good.
I honestly figured that Jake would be with us, or we would know when he was left behind because he would be loud about it. It just seemed like his personality that we wouldn't lose Jake, and his goal was to protect us, and so he would follow us.
Oh,
Yeah, he got lost.
Oh, okay.
alright, well,
but
it is
they
it
went
is
to
my
ins-
At least.
They've gone inside the tavern for drinks, but I will merely watch the outside of the tavern. If I hear noise, I will go inside. However, I must wait for Miss Schumann to get back. As it's my nightly duty, I will protect both as well as watch. I'm just going to stand here and listen for danger.
Okay.
feels bad. But no, the rest, the rest from the centaur and the with another situation with with basically a certain someone.
There's always a situation.
It always appears to be.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we're almost there anyways. I think you already met Naomi, right?
Yeah, we did.
Alright. So, it shouldn't be too hard just introducing you to the rest.
It won't be.
We'll just, after walking for about another 5 minutes, you guys will eventually approach sort of the same building that you were at before, that you remember approaching, that Naomi was in.
Mhm.
And just before you guys will enter that, we're going to cut to the other group.
Okay.
Just you and Ash. You guys are returning at this point from your wander towards the inn, the Stonekeeper Inn. I believe that's what it was called. Don't cut her in. Bah, I said it. Okay. The inn where you guys had talked with Wolf and Yanetta and come to terms with a new contract. This one pretty much fully written out and explained that Wolf will go after the lesser ones while giving you guys a little bit more of leeway to be around the same area, but expecting you guys to go after the artifacts that are connected with Foamy, since those seem pretty important. So, because you guys have basically made it back down to the Blackbird's Nest at this point, and as you kind of walk back out towards the
We took his way back.
Yeah.
We took
yeah,
Stuart.
I would guess, yeah,
Yeah, that would make sense.
it's faster. As you guys like reapproach the inn, you realize standing about like 20 feet away from the tavern, very valiantly and like looking out amongst the crowd of people, with his head up high, is like little Jake.
Jake!
Walk over waving, just like, hello, my little nice.
Man, and Ash, thank you. Welcome back.
Good to be
I
back.
hope your journey was not a hard one.
She'll reach down, just kind of like pet his ears.
That's nice.
Where are the others?
They are in the tavern.
Go inside.
Three of you will just enter in. And I think after like searching for the group for maybe about 5 minutes, you'll realize like they're not here.
Is
They're gone.
Timberwolf still here?
Timberbelt has already finished his food and joined, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Did they just leave you here?
He's just gonna kind of look around like with his little finger up, like, I told myself to simply stand outside the door, to listen out for them. That way, if any danger came, I would hear it. And I was told just watch out for you. But it seems they are slippery. And they have left me. I am alone.
No, you're not alone. You're with us.
You're Batman.
You're with us now.
I
It just
feel
means
silly.
you just need to be a little bit more communicative about what you plan to do.
Right.
Yeah, just
My
like
bad.
so that everyone's on the same page.
Yes, that is my B, as people say.
Don't worry. We all just need a good rest, little man. Just patting his head, just like, maybe we should just all find each other and figure out what to do, and go take a nap. I desperately need one.
I think that the best thing would be to probably wait around here. I mean, they'd probably come back this way. We have no idea where they went, so
I imagine like you guys would settle down, and then the same tainted girl would come over and be like, "Oh, I thought you were with your friends."
did you see where they went?
Nah, they left towards they left the tavern and then went to the left. But that's where the last I saw them. They didn't really see where they were going. It was just a dude at their table, and then they went.
Okay.
But the snake one gave me like 5 golden tips. She's really nice.
She can be like that. Though sometimes she could be a bit abrasive, but
Oh, I like abrasive.
okay.
What noise is that on?
I'm big man of noise.
I know.
Ash just begins to follow where the girl's directions.
Yeah, she said that, like, the last she saw of them, they left the tavern, and then when they left, she saw them immediately go to the left. Go ahead
wait,
and.
Oh wait, he wouldn't know like that they would have had to go to the left until they stopped. So I don't think he would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's just gonna stay there instead.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because that doesn't make any sense.
I was gonna say you could roll an investigation to see if you can figure out anything. It like as far as this is concerned, they're kind of just on their own wherever this went.
Can I just hear for any names who have like around the tavern to see if there's any like person's names who has like either recently or somehow gotten into like the White Gulch that Cleopatra has been in?
Yeah, go ahead and. Are you trying to listen into conversations or talk to people about it specifically?
I think I'm gonna talk to people about it specifically.
Okay.
Ask more about like this prison and about like who's in it and everything.
All right. I feel like that answer would probably range honestly between like either like it would either be just like are you looking for like it's like some people would always be like yeah there's a lot of tainted in there, or some people being like oh yeah the most dangerous criminals are in there like the tainted, and just like the whole kind of squalor of just a whole bunch of different things. But eventually one person will be like, I mean, there's not really much of how do I put this? So like, I think honestly the most interesting person to look at that's escaped the White Gulch has probably been Chandra.
Chandra?
Yeah, Chandra. She's been in there a lot from what I heard. Like, I've heard stories about Chandra.
Which White Gulch did she specifically go to?
Everyone. She's been to every single one.
Okay.
But none of them been able to keep her in. She just keeps breaking out.
But also, do you know anyone who's been to imprisoned there recently? Perhaps recently, or even just.
Why?
The most recent thing I can think of is probably those ship people.
Well, yeah, that's a given. But
That's as far as I know.
any other names?
Well, there's Niren.
Okay. Alright, okay. I'm just gonna start focus on asking other people, I guess, to see if there's any specific names that they know have been arrested. Not, maybe not recently, but like in the years, I guess.
I think the most, like, valiant names that would come up would either be Chandra, Niren, naturally, and then, Caroline.
Caroline?
Yeah.
Okay. And do we know if like Chandra still has been arrested again recently, or?
As far as you found, with that 21, it seems like with Chandra, she was arrested about like 2 months ago. Like just a little bit, like after you guys arrived in this nation, in this like country. But
Yeah.
that's kind of as far as you know, and she's broken out between that time. So
Okay. Okay. I was just like trying to see if some names, if there was like a random name that that I could use to possibly get into like a visitation or something. But yeah, yeah. But if that's not possible, then this is also good as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Then I guess we get to then I guess we get to go back to the group that is currently about to meet Noxhaven.
Yay!
Yeah.
You guys are graciously accepted into this kind of abandoned area. And as you open the door, or at least as the door is open for you, after Angel gets his way in, for a brief moment you are able to see, but then you're briefly kind of blinded as smoke will kind of like fill your vision for a brief moment, like not black smoke or anything, but just like cigarette smoke.
Alright.
And then a semi-large sort of grayish blue hand will kind of wipe away at the smoke in front of you. You can see very like sharp black nails before all three of you will see a very tall, almost like 7 feet tall, very beautiful tiefling woman with long in the front but shorter in the back gray hair kind of pull herself into view of you all and give you all a very sweet smile. Hello.
Hello.
Alright.
Are you here for
And
Haven?
you? Wait a second. Sorry.
Are you here for Haven?
Yes. I mean,
Sorry, Steph.
well,
She'll pull back away and kind of with her hand, and you'll watch as like the smoke will kind of like dissipate itself, as you will be kind of ushered into the room with the door shut behind you, and I'm going to show you each person that you will see before you.
Oh, Schnapples.
I haven't colored them. I want to note, but I
That's
have
alright.
drawn them.
You gotta draw the line somewhere.
I'm trying really hard to at least be able to draw. It's been really hard recently.
Yeah, you got it.
oh god, poor Naomi. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's Naomi. But you guys will be ushered inside as the large tiefling woman will sort of continue staying standing near you all, like near the entrance. As you can see, she's got one of like the long pipes connected to a cigarette that she's in the midst of smoking, as she's just watching you all with like very intense, somber gaze. And Angel, the one who escorted you all here, will kind of like take his coat off and sit down at the table, trying to like keep himself away from Naomi, who's just got her like legs crisscross applesauce up on the the chair that she's on, as she's just like giving you all a very cute but like untamed smile. And standing right beside a table looking at you all is a halfling man with kind of darker skin, with tousled kind of black hair, and he seems to have like bandaged arms, and you can see very, very clearly on his right or on his left shoulder and going down his forearm, going down into his forearm, is the symbol of Detained. As well as Caroline having it on her left hip ass area.
Ooh, ass.
Yes. And he'll just kind of look at you all with like a stubbled chin and give you all like a a smile. Just like, so you all are the people looking for us?
That would be correct.
Yes.
We are here to go
Indeed we
back
are.
into the place you guys got out of.
To
Ah,
look for a friend of ours and get them the hell out of there.
I know the feeling. Well, can I get some introductions first?
Oh yeah, my apologies. Well, my name is Ripley. The little one over here is Lot, and this is also Timberpelt.
Lonnie, ruler of the apples.
She loves apples.
Wave.
He's gonna kind of laugh at that. Like
Yeah.
apples do. Um, I was expecting some more of you, but I like a smaller group.
Well, the others are currently dealing with somebody else.
I'm, as you know me, I'm Nirin. Uh, the, uh, the one right hand, he's gonna gesture to Naomi. That's Naomi. Don't mind her. She's just kind of like rocking back and forth. And you can tell she's like kind of crying a little. And she's like kind of staring off into the distance. That one's Caroline. And, Scaredy Cat's over there is Angel.
Well, Angel was the one that got us here, and we appreciate the direction. And
He's
he was
very
he was
quiet.
nice.
He's very quiet. So, that's why I sent him. Alright, so, who are you getting? First and foremost, what's the severity
Currently,
of the capture?
basically, I mean, I imagine everyone region know that a ship came with passengers from another basically from another world,
Yeah.
and the person we're looking for is the one that got us here, Cleopatra.
Cleopatra
And
Skyer.
Oh!
also a friend of my family,
Hmm.
and I want to do whatever it takes to make sure she's safe.
I don't know mentioned that name. Oh god, what did I... It's gonna like pull like some of the map. Like he's got like a big table in front of him. And he'll pull like some of the maps over and apart and look at some things and some writing. Just like,
Are we sitting in front of a table, or are we standing and just kind of in a room
you're
together?
standing. You're
Okay.
just kind of in a room together.
So Lonnie's gonna put her hands together, and as she horizontally on top of each other, and then as she pulls her hands apart, there's gonna be an image of Cleopatra Skyer slowly rotating in a three-dimensional imaging. This is what she looks like.
He's still looking down at the papers, but as he looks up, he'll kind of like perk up to it, like, oh, all right, that's impressive.
By the way, I definitely did exactly what I said my character was doing in the real world with my own hands.
I wouldn't have expected any less.
Okay. I didn't notice
But-
I was doing it until I was done talking.
He'll kind of after looking at some papers walk over to you where you're like holding up this like little specter, and he'll kind of he's also a gnome, by the way. You're both gnomes. As he'll just kind of look over it and take a minute to just kind of like keep it, like he won't touch the figure, but he'll kind of like keep his hand near it, like, yeah, Chandra said that she saw somebody kind of like that in when she was at White Gulch last month or a couple months ago.
She has never left.
We've been here for a couple months already?
Yeah, you guys have been here for a while.
Yeah.
Oh. That's not good.
I was supposed to say there hasn't been no reports of her leaving since she got there.
No. Um, from what I overheard, the report I was given about the state of that White Gulch is they seem to have created an inner fortitude inside of it to keep more of the important ones at bay. They tried putting Chandra there, but she got out, like she always does. But
Who's
your friend seems to
Chandra?
be in there. Chandra is our resident, tainted. She's sort of, well, she's not here at the moment, sadly.
Is
She's in
she
the
the
middle
one
of
with
doing a
all the
run.
eyes on her in the bar?
No?
Oh.
No, no, that's no.
No. Chandra is, being in of herself. She's actually in the midst of doing a run over to the Tainted Keep in order to check on the quarry. Since, we sort of need that checked out really fast. With that being said, with everything I heard about the barriers that they put up with that section in that White Gulch that your friend seems to be in, that Miss Cleo seems to be in, honestly, I don't think you really have much of a chance here.
Not even a percent chance.
I mean, your
Not
best
even a.
bet might honestly be getting caught and getting in, but the moment you get to it, you'd have to figure out how to get out. And then you'd also have to get yourself to the severity of being sent to White Gulch, which
Well, I feel like that would be easy because we would just have to go there and try to break in, get caught, and then
not really.
really they would just
White
still kind of
Gulch
turn
is
you
not.
around.
They'll send you to a different kind of jail. Either that or they'll just straight up kill you. White Gulch doesn't just entail getting arrested and being sent there. I'm guessing the reason your friend was captured is because she posed a threat as to the usual statement of living a life dying it. What I'm guessing occurred is that at least. But we all were put in White Gulch for the same thing. I was protecting my wife. Naomi was standing up for her friend. Caroline was standing up for one of her brothel ladies. And Angel was just trying to do the right thing.
So protecting other people who are getting a punishment or a consequence seems to be the way to get.
No,
So basically,
protecting
we
the
have to say,
tainted.
Oh,
or
cool.
pissing off the king enough will probably warrant
That
us
might
in
just
there.
get you killed by the king.
Yeah, so
Well,
the
that's no
fine
fun.
line is finding a crime that's terrible but won't get us killed. And in accordance to the king's perspective of what a crime is.
Your best bet would honestly probably end up either standing up for a tainted or getting involved with Chandra. As much as I hate saying that. Should get you to do some horrible shit.
Excellent.
Like how fortified, like how well protected is White Gulch? How many people are how many people we're expecting? Like how many
In
guards?
terms of guards, when I was in the White Gulch walls, I got lucky. I managed to get out at a time where things were hectic. AKA Chandra. But when it comes to normally, There's about 300 guards that walk one white gulch at a time.
And I imagine these guards are basically well trained to deal with whatever happens. Like well
They
equipped.
have
Like not to fuck with kind of guards.
they have what they call cracking spears. Cracking spears are essentially it's a spear that's spiked on all ends, but they call it that because
Of
if
the
you
sound
get
it
close to
makes?
them, no, if you get close to them and they are to perceive you as a tainted or somebody cursed as one or somebody who's been tainted, they'll crack you over the head with it. I've
Oh,
seen
I
a
fucking
lot
cracked
of
them back with
good
it.
people die to a cracking spear.
Oh, I'll make sure to grab that shit if I can return the favor.
If you can live it.
I'm willing to attempt that.
But their whole thing is kill first, ask questions later.
Oh, nice. Wow, nice. It seems me and them have both in common.
We do?
Well, no, I'm me and them.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sort of sense. I haven't heard anybody yet.
Well, I have another question. Have you also heard anything about a man in a sort of armor around Cleo, or not Cleo? The a sort of armor that's in a ship.
You roll something on this one. Not really something involving a ship, but I had recent rounds made outside of the entrances to White Gulch, and at the one that your friend's at, there was, they saw like, from what they reported, they thought it was a soldier that was just standing idle near one of the outposts before you go on the restricted paths. But when they got closer, they realized it wasn't a soldier, it was just this unmoving piece of armor. They thought maybe it was kind of a prank, maybe by the soldiers to like keep people from going any further or something. But it just kind of stood there. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's still standing there.
What bastard! I think I know what he's doing, but I hope he's okay. Fuck. Well, all I can say is that armor is more than meets the eyes.
They didn't touch it, so I just
They
told
didn't
them to
touch
leave
it,
it
they just
be
left it there?
because, yeah, because if it was the soldiers' work and they saw it was messed with, they knew we were watching. You're not gonna fuck with someone.
Well, all I can say is that is definitely someone I know.
He's gonna kind of look at you like you're crazy. Like, oh yes, someone, noticed something. Chill.
All I can say is I'm from a place where crazy shit happens. I wasn't there with the whole situation with my dad and their group, but well, you gotta believe me, but basically, the person in the armor is basically just the armor.
Oh, you're talking about an automaton.
More like yes, but magical.
Yeah, automatons are magical.
Or then yes.
It's not uncommon here.
All I can
Well, it's
say
at
is that's
least
them.
a little more common towards the east than here in the west.
All I can say is they basically belong to Cleo, and wherever Cleo goes, he goes.
Well, I don't know what's going on with that. You can figure that out yourself or no longer stay.
That's fine.
But I can provide you with the information on how to get in. But the only thing you need to provide with me is that you won't say any word about us. that we were at all acquainted. If you were captured or caught, you better die before you say our names.
I swear, I won't mention
What do
not
you
a soul.
swear on?
Ah, fucking hell. On my fucking life.
I want something more than that. A life something that can be easily given up. Something that's lost daily. Or something you can't give up.
To be honest, I don't have anything on me that's. Because
I don't
I wouldn't
mean
just give him.
a thing. What's a memory? A person you love.
To be honest, I want to go see my family again.
We all do. So swear on that. Swear on the
Then,
memory of your family. And you won't say a damn word.
then I swear on my fucking family. My familia, my dad, and my siblings.
And look at Timberfelt and Lonnie. What do you swear on?
I mean, she's gonna look at both of them. You guys don't have to.
They
You
have
guys,
the information and they know about us. I need a promise.
The only thing that I have a concern on is means of magical abstraction. As a fellow individual who's resistant to such magical means, it can still slip without my own control. So, I personally, voluntarily, will not give up any information. But if there's something that I lose control over and I can't control, I have no way to moderate that situation transpiring. So, personally, from what I can control, no information will be shared.
You really love thinking ahead, don't you?
Absolutely, yes. This is why we're here with you in the first place.
I like that. Alright. Let me put it at this then, hon. By your own lips and your own giving a word, you have to swear to me that you won't give up a damn thing. But if they somehow sick some kind of a witch on you or wizard, and they manage to pry it out of your very soul and your brain, then I have no ill will towards you. That's something you can't control. But you just have to promise me
We
it won't
have-
come from your lips.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, too. We do have our resistances, you and I. We have our means of naturally, from birth, we're just able to resist more mental magical effects.
Mm.
And so thankfully that will be useful. I
I'm not looking for a lecture, though. Any promise is a good promise. I just gotta know that I can trust you.
you can vouch with Ripley here. I will be bluntly honest when it comes to any serious matters.
I appreciate it.
But I do tend to, when it comes to serious matters, I'm bluntly honest and will be able to control my lips and know that there are things that are not to be shared.
That's all I ask of you. That's literally it. I just need to know
That's
what
gonna
you swear
have to
by.
be. That's gonna have to be enough of a promise for you. I don't have.
I'm not saying I need any more of a promise.
Okay. Then yeah,
No.
I'm.
I just need to know what you swear by.
my ability to speak.
Right, they don't take away your vocals.
Right?
Seems like you like talking.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm offering to say that's how much I'm willing to stake. It means a lot to be able to effectively communicate when a serious moment arises, and to lose that would be devastating.
So no. He's gonna look at Timberbolt. And what can you swear me by? And don't make it as long as she did.
Would I guess swearing on the beauty of my homeland count?
I'll take it. Pray it don't burn itself down.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a loss.
I'll take it. Your family, your keepsake, and your home. I'm thankful and honored that you'd swear by such things. So, I will see about hopefully getting Chandra into contact with you within a week's time. She's currently within the keep, so I'm keeping everything down low just to make sure that we don't have any run-ins. But
Also, is there a way that I'm sure there is, but is there a way that we will lose our ability to access our arcane talents within that environment of White College?
he's gonna kind of like teeter his head a little, like, I'm not exactly a caster, but and he'll look back towards Caroline, who will just simply kind of scoff a little and just like, it depends. They usually identify whether or not you are a caster, and then from there, they either place a collar around your neck to stop it, or they send you on your way.
What is
But
the
most of the
best
time-
way to prevent such magical detection?
The only time I've ever seen it avoided was by those that were not as strong within magic. I guess because I am a sorcerer, it's a little more natural for me. But I found that those less versed in it pass through very easy.
Can those what?
Those less versed in magic. But
How about a way to hide magical auras?
I have no idea.
I do
That's something we
believe
have to.
there are
That's something we
ways
have to find out
do that.
ourselves.
Yeah, I do believe there are either abjuration or divination means to hide any magical aura on anything you are carrying, or yourself as an individual.
If you are able to find it, then by all means use it. But we are not
Yeah,
blind.
that's something we have to find ourselves, Lonnie.
Okay, I'm sure we can figure that out.
Eventually. All things are
Um,
given with time.
The only thing I ever need is information about the place, and that's it. And I and I'll do what I can to plan it out.
Well, honestly, the information you've been given is sort of a How do I put this? What goes is sort of like an ever-changing mystery. Every time you go in and you come out, it kind of changes. But the one thing that tends to stay the same is, I guess, it's rounds. They always pull out the prisoners during a part of the day, and then during another part of the day, they're set to work for labor, and then for a few hours there's the torture, and then the rest of the day they are put back into their rooms. Or their, not their rooms, but their cells.
Alright. I'll be fine with that. And you said this person will be back around the week, right?
Around a week. It depends. Sometimes she likes to take longer.
Well, they can take all the time. They can take all the time they need. Well,
But they'll
if
know how to find you.
oh, okay. I mean, do we have to stay here for them for them to get to us?
He'll reach into kind of a small bag next to the table, and he'll pull out what seems to be a small, like, chip almost looking thing. Not like a chip that you eat, but like if you've ever gambled, kind of like a poker chip. And
Yep.
he'll toss it your way. Lonnie.
What happened? Little poker chip? I catch the little poker chip.
Keep that on you.
Okay.
She'll find you with it. It's sort of like a tracker for her.
Okay.
All right. Then if that's the case, then I appreciate it for giving us the opportunity to speak with you. I really mean
Of
it.
course.
I'm grateful.
Anything to get squash and the light started.
Oh,
We're all
definitely.
tired of this.
I mean, to be honest, this is not my home, and to be honest, I don't want to fucking die here. But I'll do whatever it takes to fucking drown the fucking light.
What I'd like to hear.
And I'm gonna find a way to go communicate with someone, if it works.
Alright. As you take your poker chip and you finish your conversation with the
It's just a poker
with no
chip,
statement.
right? Sorry, I
Just
didn't.
a poker chip.
It just straight poker chip.
Just straight poker chip.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking like, oh, it's like it's that shape, that like thickness, but it's just like with the black and white lines. Okay,
They play poker.
we now know poker exists with
Poker does exist in
We can now play poker, and
You've been able to play poker.
Yeah.
Get a gambling
Um,
edition as well.
But with that being said, the as you get your the finality of your quest essentially full together. That's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
No.
Because I have to poop and I need to sleep.
You
Okay.
Yeah, you did came in late, so
Yeah, I'm
you
very
you
tired.
do deserve that rest.
Yeah.
In case
Yeah, this is good.
But at least we know what to do, what we have to do next, and
A quick question, Ali. Are you willing to continue? I mean, I was gonna say, I was that words. Is this going to keep happening, like every Saturday, like for you to to come out late?
No. It's not gonna happen every Thursday. I closed tonight
That's
because
Saturday. That's
both of my managers, um, both of my we had. I'm gonna have therapy. Can you close
Yeah, hold on.
video?